You assholes! What's going on? I'm back, all up in your fucking interwebs, climbing through, giving you guys verbal syphilis. Here we are. We just finished up week 5 in this shit ass league, and I gotta start off with the dude that I faced, Total Mayhem. I don't know you at all, dude, but not fucking impressed at all. I did get the win, but you fucking didn't play somebody. I didn't really notice it until we were about to go. But you didn't play Jack Doyle, dude. You have one job to set your roster, and you can't do it. It's really fucking pathetic. I've seen people get kicked out of leagues for that shit before. So put them on blast, guys. You gotta. I'm glad I won, but kind of pathetic in the fashion that I won. So just set your rosters, guys. I mean, most of you probably masturbate, so and with everyone saying they don't have time to do anything, I mean, if you have time to masturbate, you have time to set your roster. It doesn't take long. Just throw fucking somebody in there. It was a flex position too. It wasn't like a specific position. Just throw a fucking flex guy. Pick somebody up, man. Super pathetic. Not impressed at all. But we'll get into some more details about some of the pickups and stuff that happened this week. So anyway, I did end up winning. My lowest point total of the year still won because this fucking idiot doesn't play people, so he only scored 64 points. Nothing to brag about. I fucking beat a moron, so yay me. Actually, this week pretty much was low scoring across the board. I think a lot of teams were struggling. A lot of projections weren't met. Travis coming in here and putting his dick inside of Matt's team, which is pretty impressive because Travis has a pretty shitty team. But Deshaun Watson, I think that pickup was good. I tried claiming him off waivers, but Travis got him. He needed help at QB, and it puts him at a 3-2 record. So good for him. He won the matchup. Matt sliding back down to 1-4. I can't believe I lost to Matt's shitty ass team. Look at this, pathetic 1-4. I don't even know how I lost to you. I'm gonna have to wallow in that for a while, so that was a shitty loss for me, I guess. Matt, you're down at the bottom of the league, I think, now, buddy. So got to make some moves, make some trades, do something. I expect much better out of you. You're better than this, Matt. You really are. Here we go down to Awesome Possums versus the Clopper. This is kind of a battle for keeping some hope in the playoff race alive, and Ryan was able to do that. So he's at 2-3, so he's not out of the playoff race. He's right there, one spot back, and then Clopper went down to 1-4. Again, close matchup. This one I thought went back and forth all weekend. I can't really remember, to be honest, but I was keeping an eye on that one throughout the weekend, and Ryan was able to hang on, keeping his playoff hopes alive a little bit here. So good for you, buddy. Clopper falling down to 1-4 with Matt. One of those teams has to really kick it into high gear there in the 1-4 range. There's only 3 of you now, I think. So somebody's got to step up from the basement and get out of the rape chamber and play some football. So we got the only guy at the top of the mountain. Coors Light is king. That's probably the gayest name I've ever heard because Coors Light sucks. It's the fucking worst, actually. It's the worst thing maybe ever made. That and Bud Light are probably the 2 worst things ever made. Maybe in there with like Seagram's wine coolers. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, 5-0, so I can't talk too much shit. The guy's killing it. Put up 140 points again this week. He's really chipping away at the point total. I think I still lead the league in points, but he's getting right there behind me. So really nothing you can say. I thought his draft sucked because he picked all Patriots, but it's he can rub it in my face because he's the only one 5-0 sitting at top. Nobody's even near him at this point. So, well, not nobody's near him because Ben only has 1 loss. But anyway, point being, Paul, I thought, put up a pretty good contest. I thought it was close throughout the day on Sunday, but just couldn't get it done. Only falls to 3-2 though. He's right there in the mix. Paul's team's better than I thought coming out of week 1. So good job, Paul. Keep it up, man. Keep up the good work. Change your name. Nobody cares about that shit anymore. The Knights Who Say Knee took their first L of the year, man. Benny, I don't know, dude. You lost to Darren's team. That can't be good. Although Darren finally got over 100, so nothing terrible there. I will say Darren was another one I was going to make fun of this week, except for he did fix his roster, but it looked like after the Thursday night game, he picked up a guy that played Thursday, which you can't do that. So I really wanted that to stay just so I can make fun of you for it. But you actually fixed that part of your roster. So kudos to you for fixing that, and it put you over the top on Ben for the week. So pulls out of the bottom of the basement teams. He's not quite in the rape chamber anymore. Throws him into 8th place. So good for you, man. I think you're stacking. Was that your second win in a row now? Stacking wins, maybe. I can't remember, but handing Ben his first loss. That's a big win. Ben not getting 100. I know he's disappointed, but I expect Ben to bounce back. He had a lot of guys on bye this week, so expecting him to bounce back pretty well from that devastating loss for him. But the most devastating loss of the week is our good friend Jeff. Jeff took a fucking loss to Ellen, the shittiest team of all the teams. Well, until Matt's team became the shittiest. So now Matt's shittier than Ellen. Yeah. So anyway, though, going into the week, Ellen's team was the laughing stock of this league. Everybody's like, Ellen, just give up. You suck. Go home. But not this week. Ellen is a fucking winner, and Jeff's the fucking loser. We all knew Jeff was a loser, but now it's actually official. He lost. So here he is. Just got over 100 points, but Ellen with the 121 stomped him. That's actually a pretty good ass whooping that Jeff got in this match. So knocked Jeff out of the 3rd place position that he was in. So Jeff, man, you got to string together some wins here to stay up in that top 3. I know that's where you want to be, my man. He's got some buys coming up, too. He's going to have to wiggle his roster around a little bit. So congratulations, Ellen. Way to get one on the board. You're in with the rest of us now. You're not 0-5. That would have been fucking terrible. So good for you. Happy for you. Let's take a look at what we're looking at next week. I'm sure nobody's adjusted their rosters yet. Total Mayhem probably hasn't fucking touched a roster or made any moves. So let's see here. Yeah, 0 waiver moves for this fucking idiot. Unimpressed, guys. Right. Speaking of losers, Jeff and I going head to head. Couple fucking creepy, weird hairline old guys going up against each other. So right now I'm projected to win, but that's because I've already made most of my roster moves for the week. I don't think Jeff has. So we'll see what Jeff brings. I know he's got Shady McCoy. I know he's not playing, so let's see what Jeff's got. This one's a good one for me to keep an eye on. You know, number 3 versus number 4 team battling to stay in that top 3 spot. After taking those 2 L's, I want to kind of hang out in that top 3. That'd be nice for me to make sure that I get a good playoff spot. So this one will be a good matchup for me after whooping this idiot's ass this weekend. So Travis trying to put together a couple wins again. Man, Travis seems to have the closest projections every single week. Again, I'm sure these are going to change because there's probably guys on buys and stuff, but right from the start, close projections. Ben is not going to want to take 2 losses in a row. I did it. It sucks. It's fucking terrible feeling. So I know Ben's going to try to come back here and push Travis further down the playoff hunt. So that'll be another top flight matchups. A couple good matchups here to start the week. I'm liking this right in that top 5 positioning. You know, it's going to swap people in and out of there. Ryan trying to hang on, get into playoff contention against right now who's the worst team in the league, the Stepdads. I think Matt's got to hit the waiver wire, make some trades or something, mix things up because he's got to get a win. I mean, we talked about it last week about these teams that are, I think Matt's probably, if I had to guess, maybe a 10% chance to make the playoffs at this point. So a couple wins, you start getting some momentum. But right now, a game like this might keep Ryan in the playoff conversation. So Ryan, big one for you, man. We'll see what happens there. Another one of the worst teams going up against 5-0. I mean, this might be 6-0 team, guys. Who's going to be the first one to knock him off here? Maybe you could bet on the name change or something. Whoever's the first team to knock him off can change his name to something that's fucking not that. Anything but that. But anyway, right now the projections are low. Again, probably buys. All these are probably still on buys. So we'll keep an eye on that, though. I'd love to see the Clopper knock him off so we can talk some shit. We'll see. Paul versus Ellen. Ellen projected ahead right now. Ellen, if she could pull out 2 wins in a row, she could really jump up into that, jump over 10th, maybe into 9th place. And then I'd be wrong, and she could be starting to send that 28, 27% chance to make the playoffs. So that'll be an interesting one to watch. I finally can string together a couple wins here and make Paul 500. And then we got Total Mayhem, who's probably not going to make any moves, and sit guys that play, play guys that aren't playing and take zeros, versus Darren, who got himself a big win last week. So I feel like Darren's got some momentum going into the week. This could basically, I mean, if he doesn't make any moves yet at week 6, I'm doubting that he's going to, I think he's just going to continue to slide. You're not going to see a team that does anything. If you don't make moves or don't change your roster, you're fucked. It's stupid. Why even be in the league? You're just wasting all of our time, like I'm wasting your time right now. So anyway, if I had to guess winners here, I'm going with myself over Jeff. I'm going to go with Ben over Travis. I'm going to go with Ryan. I'm going to go with Brendan. I'm going to go with Ellen. I'm picking the upset of the week, upset special. Put it in. Ellen over Paul. And then I'm going to go with Darren here. So this is going to change a bunch this week if those kind of go according to plan, except for this guy sitting here at the top. But he's sitting at the top. But let's take a look at current projections. Boom, your boy sitting at number 1 at the end of the season, still at 10-3. It's going to come down to points totals. While I'm in third place, I'm still leading the league in points. So they've currently got me projected still to win, or at least finish in first place. So that's awesome for me. Yay. But everything else is pretty much shaken out. This one's interesting, guys. I kind of called Darren out and thought that maybe he's out of it, but based on these current projections, he's going to sit there in a playoff spot in 6th place. So if that happens, man, congratulations, because your team started out rough. And if you can turn it around and make the playoffs, good for you, dude. And then let's go to the current power rankings. I don't even know what these mean. I don't even know how they come up with these, but I figured I'd fill more of your time and waste some fucking time out of your day to talk about them. Currently, I'm in number 1, and then Brendan's in number 2, and Ben's in number 3. So that's basically where things have been at so far this season. Those 3 teams in the top of every type of category. But then again here, Darren's in number 4. Sorry, I haven't had enough coffee today. So Darren's in number 4 though, man. Maybe he's the dark horse of this entire league. I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on it the next couple of weeks. All right, assholes. I hope you guys are hitting the waiver wire, reading your fucking fantasy articles or whatever the hell you do to get your teams right, because it looks like those top 3 teams right now, there's not a lot of competition to get inside of us. We'll see what Jeff does this week. If he's not too busy fucking playing hockey or some shit or masturbating over hockey videos. Now that's hockey season. I don't know what hockey fans do. I have no idea. They're fucking weird. So good luck to everybody this weekend. I hope you all have nothing but the worst week, the worst luck. I hope it fucking rains every day there. Nothing but the worst. You're all total pieces of shit. All right. See ya.